welcome to another vlogging week with me. Today is Saturday, February 3rd, and it is still morning. We've been up for a little while. I have Philip with me this weekend. I actually have quite a bit on my plate of things that need to get finished today. First of all, I'm going to apologize about some weird lighting. It's like gray and overcast, and I've got a lamp on, and so I'm sorry about weird lighting. But it's Saturday, so there's quite a bit to get done. In a little bit here, Philip and I are going to go. He has a basketball camp that he has been attending on Saturday mornings since the beginning of January. So we are going to go to basketball camp, and then I think we'll get some lunch afterwards. And then once we get home, we're not really going to do a whole lot else because I have stuff that I need to be getting done to finish up for my worship service tomorrow morning. I have to finish up my sermon, finalize that. I have to put together some other finishing touches on worship things, and so that's going to take up a good chunk of my time. I had started doing the 5 shawls, 5 days challenge, and I did not knit my shawl yesterday. It's a mini shawl. I'll explain more about that a little bit later in the vlog because I want to knit that up real fast. Those don't take very long, and I would like to do that and get that finished and done. I also need to do some laundry today, and pretty much all of my hand knit socks need to be washed, so I'll be washing those. And yeah, just kind of trying to get some stuff done today and get ready for tomorrow. So we better get cracking on that.
Behind, don't fight it, it's coming through the door and not your. It's just mama, cause you're trying to taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's running open. It's a picture in the pulpit where it burns open. Tell me, do you wanna go? Gonna go on the night. Right, gonna be a final night. Smoke comes through, toxic over you. Oh, it's the greatest show. It's lighting up, the real come down. Someone can't stop us now. Come true, turn over you. Oh.
He has been listening to this soundtrack
Wow.
on repeat like this for the last hour and singing it out loud like this, and it's been an hour.
The circus game. Don't fight it, it's coming, it's going to run and not you. It's going to just moment, going to feel it, you know. It's just
So it's now about 9:30 on Saturday evening, and I'm getting ready to upload my latest podcast to YouTube. So that should go up sometime tonight. I had planned on getting this uploaded and stuff last night, but things ended up kind of weird last night, and so it didn't actually get uploaded. So it's uploading now, and I'm going to get in bed and read a little before going to sleep because tomorrow is the busy day. So I will talk to you all later. Good morning. It is now Sunday, February 4th, and Philip and I are getting ready to head off to church. It has snowed. There's a fair amount of snow on the ground. Not a ton, a couple of inches is all, but it's probably going to be enough to make the roads be a little bit dicey. We live in a rural area, and so the roads don't necessarily get cleared. There's a couple main like state highways that go through that are like 2-lane roads, and those will get cleared, but the roads that kind of connect them don't necessarily get cleared off very well. So it can always be a little bit interesting. And those roads travel north and south. And here in Michigan, our weather pretty much goes west to east. That's just kind of the weather pattern. I know it's different in some places. So the wind will blow, like I said, usually from west to east, and it will blow snow across the roads when you have north and south roads. So you get really weird drifting patterns, so you kind of have to be pretty careful. So we're going to give ourselves a little bit of extra time this morning and get to church. Abby will be home and meeting us at my first church. She's planning on playing her trumpet today. Unfortunately, I'm not able to video that because I am standing up in front of my congregations and I can't really whip out my phone and take a video. And Philip, he can't really do that either. So unfortunately, no video of her doing that. And then after that this afternoon, assuming the snow is not too horrible, we plan to go to the inexpensive little movie theater in the town nearby and see the new Jumanji movie. So that's kind of our plan for this Sunday. So Philip and I are going to head off, and I will check in with you all in a little while. We made it back home from church safely. It was quite a treacherous drive and not the most fun, but we made it. I was later than usual to my second church, but it was okay. They managed without me. And as you can see, it's still snowing. We've gotten quite a bit. I'm not sure how much more we're going to get. We are still going to attempt to venture out and see a movie, though. Hi guys, it is Monday, February 5th, and it's about 6:30 in the morning. With all of the snow and stuff that we got yesterday, the kids' school was canceled. So we slept in a little bit, or I slept in a little bit. They're still sleeping. Hopefully they'll keep sleeping for a while because they could definitely use some rest. So we do not have school, so the kids will be home with me today. We did make it to the movie last night. We went and saw Jumanji, which was a lot of fun. Much different than the original. The original was a little more serious, a little bit more action, a little scary at times, but this one was hilarious. It was so funny, and it was really well done and a lot of fun, and the kids really liked it, and we enjoyed it. So it was a good little outing, even though it was snowing pretty badly. So we ended up getting, I think, over 6 inches of snow. Not a ton of snow, but enough to make things a mess. And since we live in a rural area with a lot of dirt roads and a lot of 2-lane roads and things like that, it can get a little bit dicey driving. And so school was canceled. They canceled it last night, which made the kids really happy because they knew in advance and they knew they were not going to have to get up this morning. And they got to stay up a little bit later and all of that. And I did watch the Super Bowl, and as I was watching it, I'm like, why am I even watching this? I don't even care. I used to care, and I don't care anymore. So today, I don't think I'm going to go to the church and work with the kids being home, and the weather just being bad. I don't know that too many people are going to be out and make it there anyway. So I'm going to work from home. Depending on how things are looking outside, I want to run to the grocery store and I might run to the gym. It's not going to be a very exciting day, I don't think, as we deal with the aftermath of the snow. Hi guys, it's Wednesday, February 7th, and I just wanted to check in real quick because I did not yesterday on Tuesday. Not a whole lot going on. Snowing again. in Michigan, and it's gonna be one of those weeks. It's supposed to snow like every day this week. I am right now about to set out because I have to go meet with a woman. I am doing a funeral service or a memorial service for her husband, and so I need to go get the details for that. And I'm giving myself some extra time because 1, I don't know where I'm going, and 2, the roads were not so great when I took the kids to the bus. So lots of fun. So I am off to do that, and I did have a bit of a knitting mishap that I will tell you guys about later on. So until then, I will talk to you later. So it is now Wednesday evening, and this week has been the week of knitting fails for me, apparently. I don't know what's going on. It started, I guess, Monday night is when I noticed it. Sorry, I'm leaning over to grab my bread. And it was with my oxbow cardigan, and I've been working on it, and I got to the point where I am doing some of the shaping for the neck, and I misread the pattern, and I was not doing my decreases in the right amount of space. And it's not a lot. It's only like 8 rows or something like that, so it's only like this much. But I need to rip it back because this is bulky yarn, so even though it's only like 2 rows that I'm off, 2 rows is like half an inch. So it's not a small amount because, you know, it's that bulky weight yarn. So I'm gonna have to rip this back, and I've been procrastinating doing it because I hate ripping back yarn, and I hate putting my stitches back on the needles because I'm always afraid that I'm going to put them on the wrong way, or I'm gonna drop a stitch, and then it's gonna end up with like this weird like kink part in my pattern, and I just don't want to. But at the same time, there's over 100 stitches on the needles. The idea of tinking back like 8 rows of 100 stitches, ugh, yuck. I don't want to do that either. So I've just kind of been avoiding it, but I just really need to bite the bullet and rip it back. So I've been avoiding that. As I've been avoiding that, I have been knitting on my second Rest for sock because I would like to get this done and start the next one. Except that when I was using up some yarn that I had left from another project, and I had about 60 grams. And usually 60 grams is fine for me to do a pair of socks with a decent length leg. So this is about like 40 rounds for the leg plus 15 rounds of cuff, which is what I do a lot of my socks as. And because my feet are so small, like 60 grams, and I'm like pushing it, you know, a big cuff and I'm like 70, so I don't use a ton of it. So I thought 60 grams would be enough. This is what I've got, and I have half a foot to go. So now I'm not sure how much more I'm going to get because this is not very much yarn. Maybe I can get, I think if I'm lucky, I can get another pattern repeat out of this, but that still leaves me like 2.5 pattern repeats short, plus the toe of what I need for this to be finished. And this I finally, so turns out I actually put this yarn in my stash on Ravelry. Go figure. The colorway is called Beaumont. It's discontinued. So I can't like go to Knitpicks and order more of this. And like nobody, there's a bunch of people who have it in their stash on Ravelry, but I don't want another whole skein of this to do like 1/4 foot. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. But I'm frustrated because I'm mad at myself because I should have been paying better attention with the sock and like weighing my yarn and like making sure everything was turning out. So this is what I've got. And I'm frustrated. And I have to decide what I'm going to do because I have to rip this back and I'm running out of yarn. So I'm going to have to resolve one of these things soon if I want to do any more knitting. Or I'll just break out my meandering shawl and go back to working on that. And let me tell you, that's really tempting right now. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. Knitting should not make me feel more stressed. Knitting's supposed to make me feel less stressed. So, I guess my night is going to be trying to decide what my plan is going to be going forward. So, I'll keep you posted. So, it's Thursday, February 8th. And it would seem the snowstorm has arrived early. We are supposed to get, well, they said 5 to 7 inches of snow tomorrow. But it's not Friday yet. And it's already snowing a bunch. So, this, as always, makes life interesting. And we've already got a fair amount of snow. And now we're going to get a fair amount more. So, I'm not sure what's going to be a good way to kind of monitor how much snow we get here. But it's really, really coming down and has been for a little while. And this isn't even the big part yet. Oh boy. Hello again. It's now Thursday evening. And it has been kind of a frustrating day. My internet went out at about 1 o'clock and it still has not come back on, and it is now 10 o'clock at night. And this has happened before, and it was out for like 2 days. And this is problematic because I use the internet to do my job. And so, today I needed to send an email with attachments, and I can't do that from my phone because I don't have those attachments on my phone. So I had to go to my car because I have a mobile hotspot with my car and sit in my car in my garage to send some emails that I needed to send that had attachments with them. It's like ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So it's still not up. I'm still pretty irritated with all of it. Abby woke up this morning with a fever and a sore throat and a cough, so she stayed home from school. That really wasn't irritating. I just felt bad because she wasn't feeling very well. And so she stayed home. She was feeling a lot better, and her fever broke during the day. It wasn't a high fever, but it was enough, and she was feeling crummy enough that I kept her home from school. So she was home, and they have canceled school for tomorrow because we are supposed to get quite a large snowstorm. It's supposed to start sometime tonight and snow pretty much all day tomorrow. I thought it snowed quite a bit today as well. We had like some really big flakes that were coming down. We maybe got about an inch of snow over the course of the day, which really isn't all that much, but it was pretty consistently happening. So I showed you some video earlier today of what it was looking like out the window. And tomorrow is supposed to be a lot more snow. It hasn't started yet though. I keep looking out the window, but they did cancel school in preparation for it because I think they're pretty certain that it's going to hit. So the kids will not have school tomorrow. I really hope we have internet tomorrow because they're going to be stuck inside. And yeah, having internet is going to be kind of an important thing. And honestly, I kind of need it too because I need to be able to send emails with attachments because I have things that I need to send people for church, and I have things that I need to be doing. And we don't have cable or anything like that. We stream everything, so we can't even watch TV. So it's really annoying to have no internet. And I want to upload this podcast tomorrow, or vlogcast tomorrow. And I can't do that without internet either. So I'll keep you posted on that one. But I wanted to just touch base with you guys again and let you know what has been going on with my knitting disastrous week that I have been having. I'll start with my socks. I thought about what I wanted to do with them, and I don't want to try to hunt down another skein of this out of somebody's D-stash. So what I decided that I'm going to do is I'm going to knit as far as I can with what I have left, which again is like this much, and I still have quite a bit of foot to go. And when I was playing around with dyeing, I had actually dyed a mini skein, a 10-gram mini skein in similar colors. And so I think what I might do is use that. So this is the way the sock looks now. And then this is, it's wound on to a magic knot ball at the moment, because I knit a square with this in my granny's or my cozy memory blanket, and then I just did it in a magic knot ball into what's going to go into my granny stripe blanket. So it's in a magic knot ball. It's not actually this much of this color. So I think what I'm going to do is get as far as I can with what's left. And I'm more than halfway through the foot now, because yes, I have freakishly small feet. I am more than halfway through the foot. So I think I'll just, and there is a difference, and it's not going to pattern the same way, but it's not horrible. It's at least the same like tones with reds and yellows and a bit of orange. So I think I am going to finish it with this and hope I have enough to get done. If I happened to run out of this, I do have some just yellow yarn that I can, fingering weight yarn that I can use to just finish off the toe. So these are going to be like Franken socks, but I don't want to, it's almost 2 entire socks. It's like a sock and 3/4 of another sock. I do not want to rip all of this out. I don't have enough knitting time to waste ripping out that much knitting. So these are not going to be beautiful socks. They're obviously not going to be a gift for anyone. These are just going to end up being for me because they're going to end up looking really funky in the end. So that's what I've decided I am going to do with them. So don't waste precious knitting time ripping out anything, not ripping out that much. They're just socks. It's not the end of the world to have them be a little funky and a little wonky. So it's not the most ideal solution, but it's what I'm running with. With my sweater, I did end up ripping back. This isn't where I ripped back to. I ripped back, I guess, well, yeah, that is about where I ripped back to, because I ripped back last night and then I started and I've knit this today, because I haven't had a whole lot of time to knit. But I am now at the point of this sweater where I am going to need to add the sleeves on. So the sleeves are already done, and I will be adding the sleeves and then continuing on up the rest of it. And I am not going to do that tonight. Tomorrow is my day off, and tomorrow seems like a good day to add on those sleeves and do the raglan sleeve decreases for that, and keep working on this sweater, which is the Oxbow cardigan. So yeah, that was frustrating, but it wasn't as bad ripping it back as far as I thought it was going to be. It ended up not being as many rows as I thought, and I've keep reading the pattern over with adding on the sleeves to making sure that I'm doing everything the way that I'm supposed to be doing, and I read through it several times for these decreases and getting ready to set up for the sleeves. So I think I should be good to go to add those sleeves. So I'm excited because I really like this cardigan and I really would like to have it and be able to wear it. So that is the plan. So I think I'm gonna call it a night, and we'll see what the weather's looking like in the morning, and hopefully I can get this uploaded tomorrow. If not, it would probably go up on, I might have to wait until Saturday, just depending on what's going on with the internet. So yeah, so that's gonna be the plan. So have a good night. So it's Friday evening now, and we've gotten probably 8 inches of snow today. The kids are back with their dads. That was not a very fun drive by any stretch of the imagination. It took me quite a while to get there and get back, a lot longer than normal. So that wasn't very fun. But we just kind of had a quiet snow day. I was working on my sweater, which I'm going to show you now has sleeves attached to it. So I'm plugging away with that and working on the sleeves and the shoulders. So the sweater is coming along really nicely, and I think I showed you my solution for my socks. And so since it's Friday evening, I am going to wrap this up and see about getting this uploaded tonight so it can go live for you on Saturday. I hope everyone has a good week coming up. It's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day for people who care about that. I hate Valentine's Day personally, but happy Valentine's Day. It's also the kickoff of Lent, so if you are involved in that at all, happy Lent. I will have a service on Wednesday for Ash Wednesday, and have a good week. I will be with you guys next Friday for a regular podcast. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. Follow me on Instagram and Ravelry. Subscribe if you're liking what you're seeing. Give me a thumbs up, and have a great week, and I will chat with you all later. Bye, guys.